Changing jobs vocabulary. Today, we will discuss vocabulary about getting and leaving jobs. People today are likely to change jobs more often than they would have in the past, so these words can be very useful to learn. Looking for work. Job advert. A job advert, or job advertisement, is an announcement of a job opening. This lets people looking for a job know that the company is planning to hire someone and that they can apply for the role. Vacancy. A vacancy is a job position which no one is currently working in. Employers will usually produce a job advert to allow people to apply for the unoccupied position. A vacancy can also be called a job opening. Application. In order to get a job, you usually have to submit an application. A job application is a letter or form that you send to an employer when you are applying for a job. An application usually includes information about yourself, your qualifications, and your previous jobs. Employers then use this to decide if they want to invite you to an interview. CV. A CV, or curriculum vitae, is a short summary of your education, qualifications, and previous jobs. A CV is 1 or 2 sides of A4 in length and highlights your skills and achievements. You are often asked to submit a CV as part of a job application, and your CV may be discussed at an interview. Background. When talking about work, your background refers to past jobs you have held, what you did in the roles, and how well you performed. Your background may also include information about any career-related achievements. Qualifications. At the end of studying a course, or after passing an exam, you usually receive a qualification. This is an official way to show you have proved you are able to do something, or that you are allowed to do a certain type of work. Some examples of qualifications in the UK include GCSEs, A-levels, NVQs, and university degrees. Interview. An interview is a meeting between an employer and an applicant to decide if the applicant is suitable for a job. In an interview, the applicant will be asked questions about themselves, their experience, and relating to the job they are applying for. Sometimes applicants may also be asked to do a test or complete a task to show their knowledge or skills. Trial shift. In practical industries, such as retail or catering, sometimes applicants are asked to work a trial shift before they are offered a job. On a trial shift, the applicant is watched while completing the job they would be doing to see how they carry out the work. A trial shift is different to a probationary period, as it takes place before someone gets the job and usually only lasts 1 day. Unemployed. Someone who is unemployed doesn't have a paid job. but wants to and is looking for work. Being unemployed is more than just not working. You must also be available to work. Examples of people who do not work but are not unemployed include students, stay-at-home parents, retired people, and people who do not work because of illness or disability. Between jobs. If someone is between jobs, then they have left one job and have not started another. This is usually used as a polite way of describing someone who is unemployed for a short time. Sometimes it is also used where people have a gap between the end date of one job and the start date of a new job they have been hired for. Benefits. Benefits are money received from the government by someone who needs financial help. Unemployment benefits are given to people who don't have a job if they agree to look for work. Someone who receives this money can be described as on benefits. Sign on. If you sign on, you tell the government you are unemployed so that you can receive unemployment benefit. Signing on can refer to first applying for benefits. It can also refer to attending meetings to show you are still unemployed and are looking for work. Change jobs. Changing jobs means leaving one job and starting a new one at a different company. Changing your job can have the same meaning, but can also mean starting a new role or duties in the same company. Career change. Someone who has a career change switches to a different type of job than they have been doing before, usually in a different industry. For example, someone who has worked as a nurse in the past but now has a job as a gardener has had a career change. Choose a career path. At some point in their life, most people will have to choose a career path. A career path is the education and series of jobs that you take to progress in your work. Choosing a career path is deciding what job you would like to have in the future, or setting career goals. Once someone has chosen a career path, they make choices that help them meet their goal. Some jobs have fixed career paths, while others are more flexible.